Okay, so kind of just for some background, um, I'm not coming from a super professional, well, not professional, but like experienced with all of the Call of Duty games. I'm experienced in Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2019, although I only played the campaign for Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops 6, and Warzone. I don't have any experience in like anything older than Black Ops 3. I did look at some of the other Call of Duty games, but I didn't ever have the money or the space to have them. So just kind of keep that in mind. This is kind of just my review, how I felt, and I'm gonna try my best to stick to the script. Okay, let's get into it. Alright, so I've been playing the Black Ops 7 beta for a bit now, and honestly, it's kind of wild. It reminds me of the older Black Ops games, like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. But it also feels like it's trying to blend that old school movement, like the fact that they took out Tac Sprint, but had it in as perk, with the new movements, like the Omni movement, from Black Ops 6. Before I get too deep into it, I just want to say this. I mean, I guess I've already kind of said it. This isn't like a pro review or whatever. It's just my honest thoughts as someone who's played a couple of Call of Duty titles before. Like I've said, Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, and some of the Modern Warfare games. Okay, as kind of a fair warning, I am going to be talking about Tactical Sprint like one or two more times at least. But let's talk about the movement. One of the bigger changes I've noticed is that they've removed Tactical Sprint, but then they gave it back as a perk. Honestly, it gives it this older Black Ops 3 vibe where you couldn't Tac Sprint at all, and I actually kinda like that. Makes the game feel like the older Black Ops games, but at the same time with the new Omni movement mechanics. You still got that fluid control, you can slide, jump, strafe, all that stuff. But it's almost like we have that old Black Ops 3, and I'm just using Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 as references because those are the only older games I've played. But it kind of gives it that, like, it still kind of restricts you, in a way, because, I mean, like, it used to be, you only had the 10 slots for the, 10 slots in your loadout, instead of the, like, how, pretty much everything, like you get now in Black Ops 6 and Warzone, and now Black Ops 7. Moving on to perks, like I said, they added Tactical Sprint as a perk, which is kind of nostalgic, reminds me of the days when you actually have to build your loadout smartly. The way they have the perks set up is nice too. The hybrid actually surprised me, like I was genuinely surprised. I thought I wasn't going to get anything if I did my usual perk setup, which is, I usually like to run Quartermaster, Engineer, and I've almost always run Ghost. Which gave me a specialty actually called, because I have it up on my screen right now, it's called the Hybrid Combat Specialty. Look it up, or I'll put it in the description, or I'll just put it on here. But it feels like the developers wanted to slow down the game just enough so that we can strategize and plan how you want your play, the way you play to be, if that makes sense. Okay, cool. So if you've seen any of my shorts of any Call of Duty kill clip montage meme things or whatever, you would know, if you've watched all the way to the end, that I usually have that at the very end, because I don't like pushing that kind of stuff into people's faces. But use my code HunterRudy, all caps, in the checkout, in the W store. Links in bio. Now back to the video. Defend all zones. So for the maps, I wasn't too sure on what exactly I should say. They're medium-sized maps. They're good for any type of play style, I feel like. They've got a solid mix of open lanes, or just big open areas, and tight interiors, and even some like mix, like good for like assault rifles. So you can pretty much play however you want. Some of the maps have perfect vantage points. Like my personal favorite map is Imprint, which is basically it's a snowy area. It's got a couple good sniping spots. But I think most of the maps are perfect for various playstyles. Before I start, please keep in mind that I have not tried every gun in the beta. I've only tried a select few, primarily an SMG I'm about to talk about, and a sniper. But that was the MR6? No, there was a semi-auto pistol. Let me look here. Semi-auto pistol that looked like the MR6 from Black Ops 3. And the gun I'm talking about is called the Coda 9. It looks like it looks like just like a copy of the MR6 from Black Ops 3. The only difference is really just the coloring. I'm gonna put two pictures up side by side. The only difference is coloring. Another weapon I wanted to talk about was the MXR-17 assault rifle. This one actually reminded me of a battle rifle from the newer Modern Warfare 3. The battle rifle I've actually used quite a bit. The only difference I felt was that this gun fired a little bit faster, more like an assault rifle, and it still packed a high, damage output, if that makes sense. But it kind of reminded me of that. The last gun I want to talk about, well, second last, I guess, was the Dravik 45 SMG. This one reminded me, like, the second I saw it, I was like, oh, I think this is an SMG. At first I thought it was a shotgun, actually. But when I when I grabbed it, it reminded me a lot of the PP919 from the Black Ops 6 game. And, I mean, it's not exactly like it, but the way 919, like the way I used it, it was kind of like a mix of a assault rifle and an SMG. It shot like an SMG, but had the range kind of like an assault rifle, which was great, and that's how the Dravik felt. The final gun I want to talk about, I didn't try any of the other snipers. I think this was just the default sniper, but was the VS Recon. I actually got my first quick scope with it. I posted it as well. Yeah, I thought the sniper was pretty good as well. Overall, all of the Black Ops 7 weapons kind of feel like a revamped version of older guns, but also not, if that makes sense. Like, they kind of look and act like some of the older guns, but I would assume they're their own, because they kind of act like their own. It's just the way they look and the way they feel, in my opinion. Alright, this section is pretty much just going to be relatively short. What I did like was that the tac sprint wasn't there by default, so it made it feel like an older version of Call of Duty. The weapons kind of felt nostalgic almost. I think that was more of just the way the build was, and the way they kind of looked, and just kind of what it reminded me of. That's just personal. And the visuals, I mean, my game didn't really kind of crap out like Black Ops 6 does. Because in like Black Ops 6, sometimes some things would just like get all plasticky and smooth, whereas in Black Ops 7, everything, and by smooth I mean like just flat and didn't have any texture, whereas in Black Ops 7 everything seemed to be running smoothly and fine. The only things I didn't really like was the bulky melee weapon. It looked more like a police baton than anything. Didn't really look lethal, unless if it packed like a lethal charge, which I can almost like, I just felt like it was kind of, I don't know, I just didn't like it. I feel like they should have changed up the wild cards as well, instead of just the 3 that they have. I'm not sure if the Black Ops 6 beta had those same 3, but I don't know, I just feel like they should have changed it. It felt somewhat similar to Black Ops 6, which isn't entirely bad, but it felt like playing a Black Ops 3 colored version of Black Ops 6. So basically my expectation was that it would be a different game. But yeah, that's just my personal, like just what I did and didn't like. My final thoughts are really just, I like the game. I mean, I've posted a few memes, or not memes, a few clips with memes or whatever, just the stuff I do. But I like the game. Some things I don't like, some things I do like. It's like every game. There's some things you do like and some things you don't like, and sometimes you can't change that. Sometimes they get changed. Since this is just the beta, this isn't the official game. Well, it's yeah. Yep, that's pretty much all I have. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember that this is just my opinion. I don't hate the game. I don't think it's the greatest game or the best Call of Duty. Honestly, I feel like the best Call of Duty was probably Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3. Even if I suck at Black Ops 3. But it's a good game. If you want to support the channel, use my code HunterRudy, all caps, in the W checkout. Witness out.